Your Thally and your YouTube psychic. Card of the day. Readings. Unboxings. Your daily source for things arcane.
Hello and welcome to today's video. I do have to give you a few trigger warnings. We will be talking about some very adult information, including suicide, death, murder, and things like that. So if that's something that triggers you, please skip this video. If not, enjoy. So, Stay on Main, formerly the Cecil Hotel or Hotel Cecil, informally known as the Cecil, is a budget hotel in downtown Los Angeles located at 640 South Main Street. It opened on December 20th, 1924. The 19-floor hotel has 700 guest rooms. The hotel has a checkered history with many suicides and deaths occurring there. As of 2017, it was being renovated and redeveloped into a mix of hotel rooms and residential units. The Cecil was built in 1924 by three hoteliers, William Banks Hanner, Charles L. Dixon, and Robert H. Shops, as a destination for business travelers and tourists. Designed by Loy Lester Smith in the Beaux Arts style and constructed by W. Patton, the hotel cost $1.5 million to complete and boasted an opulent marble lobby with stained glass windows, potted palms, and alabaster sanctuary. The three hoteliers invested about $2.5 million in the enterprise with the knowledge that several similar hotels had been established elsewhere downtown. But within 5 years of its opening, the United States sank into the Great Depression. Although the hotel flourished as a fashionable destination throughout the 40s, the decades beyond saw the hotel decline as the nearby area known as Skid Row became increasingly populated by transients. As many as 10,000 homeless people lived within a 4-mile radius. In 2011, part of the Cecil was rebranded as Stay on Main, with separate reception area during the day, but with shared facilities, and its official website remained the Cecil Hotel. In 2014, the hotel was sold to New York City hotelier Richard Bourne for $30 million, after which another New York-based firm, Simon Barron Development, acquired a 99-year ground lease on the property. In 2016, Matt Barron, president of Simon Barron, said he was committed to the preservation of architecturally or historically significant components of the building, such as the hotel's grand lobby, but his company planned to completely redevelop the interior and fix the hodgepodge work that had been done in more recent years. Now, when it comes to the deaths, murders, and suicides, I tried to find pictures of everyone, that unfortunately met their end there. However, with it being back in the 20s, the first one, I was unable to find pictures and or information on all of them, like newspaper clippings and such. But these are the ones that, I did find. The first documented suicide at the Cecil occurred on the evening of January 22nd, 1927, when Percy Ormond Cook, 52, shot himself in the head while inside his hotel room after failing to reconcile with his wife and child. The next reported death occurred in 1931 when a guest, W.K. Norton, died in his room after taking poisoned capsules. September of 1932, Benjamin Doddridge had passed due to a gunshot wound to the head. In March of 1937, Grace E. Margot fell from the ninth-story window. Her fall was broken by telephone wires which wrapped around her body. She later died at the now demolished Georgia Street Receiving Hospital. In July of 1934, Sergeant Louis D. Borden, 53, slit his own throat in July and left several notes blaming that his poor health was the reason for his suicide. In January 1938, Roy Thompson fell from the building's top floor and was found on the skylight of a neighboring building. In May 1939, Irwin C. Neblett ingested poison. In January 1940, Dorothy Seeger died by ingesting poison as well while she was staying at the Cecil. In 1944, Dorothy Jean Purcell, 19, tossed her newborn outside of the window she was sharing with her boyfriend at the time, shoe salesman Ben Levine. In November of 1947, Robert Smith jumped from one of Cecil's 7th floor windows. October 22nd, 1954, Helen Gurney, 55, fell from the building from her 7th floor window. February 11th, 1962, Julia Frances Moore, 50, fell from the building where she had jumped from her 8th floor room and landed on a 2nd-story interior light well. She did not leave a note. October 12th, 1962, Pauline Otten leapt from the 9th floor of the Cecil and landed on a pedestrian, George Giannini, and they both died. On June 4th, 1964, Pigeon Goldie Osgood was murdered, stabbed, beaten, and raped. A hotel worker discovered her body while looking for her because she was a beloved guest. On December 20th, 1975, an unidentified woman nicknamed Allison Lowell, who was approximately 23 years old, fell from the building. It appears that she jumped from her 12th floor window, and she registered in the hotel under the name Allison Lowell. September 1st, 1992, approximately about 20 to 30, the body of an African-American male was found in the alley beside the Cecil. The police said he had either fallen, jumped, or been pushed from the hotel's 15th floor. February 19th, 2013, Elisa Lamb, 21. The naked body of Lamb, a Canadian student, was found inside of one of the water tanks on the hotel roof. She had gone missing 3 weeks earlier. On June 13th, 2015, 28-year-old male was found outside the hotel. Some conjectured he may have committed suicide by jumping from the hotel, although a spokesperson for the county coroner informed the Los Angeles Times that the cause of death had not been determined. Perhaps most infamously in the 1980s, the hotel may have been the residence of a serial killer, Richard Ramirez, nicknamed the Night Stalker. Ramirez was a regular presence on Skid Row area of Los Angeles, and according to a hotel clerk who claims to have spoken to him, Ramirez is rumored to have stayed at the Cecil for a few weeks. Ramirez may have engaged in part of his killing spree while staying there. Another serial killer, Austrian Jack Unterweger, stayed at the Cecil in 1991, possibly because he sought to copy Ramirez's crimes. While there, he strangled at least 3 sex workers, for which he was convicted in Austria. He hanged himself shortly after that conviction. Now, one other thing that I have learned is that these are just the suicides and murders. There have been tons of drug overdoses and, just people dying in their sleep. So this is only just a tip of the iceberg. Are some places born/built evil, or are they made that way by years of death and despair? I do wish the new owners all the best luck and hope that they not only finish the renovation that they started in 2017, but that they cleanse and bless this building as well. If you or a loved one is suffering from depression or suicidal thoughts, call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. The Crisis Center provides free and confidential emotional support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. Now, coming up on Friday, I'm going to be doing some readings on Cecil and see if we can't come up with some answers about this place.
Thanks for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my content and like this video. Want more? Feel free to order your own personal reading at www.tirthalion.com. That's TIRTHALION.com. Don't forget to click the bell icon so that you're notified every time I upload a video.